Share and share alike is more than just good advice for how to get along with your family and friends. It can also be good advice for how to do business with perfect strangers. Our cover story is reported by John Blackstone.
On a clear day, which is more often than not, we're able to see Mount Diablo, which is the tallest point in the Bay Area.
If you're looking for a place to spend the night near San Francisco, might we suggest you skip the downtown hotel and step out on a limb with Doug Studebaker?
You never imagined you'd be a host in the hospitality business, I imagine.
Or that people from around the world would want to come and stay in this little whimsical treehouse.
People from around the world find Studebaker's treehouse on Airbnb, a website that has made it possible for anybody, anywhere, to rent out a room by the night, even if that room is in a California oak.
Arborists have told us it's about 150 years old.
Airbnb handles the booking and the payment, around $200 a night for Studebaker's treehouse.
But you do make money from this.
We do make money from this. And yet
kind of a nice way to share.
It is a nice way to share. Exactly.
Studebaker is part of what is being called the sharing economy. With the internet acting as a matchmaker, individuals can now rent out almost anything to anybody. There are car sharing services like Getaround and Relay Rides. You want to pretend you can afford a $100,000 electric car? Well, the owner of this Tesla will share it for $25 an hour. Need some unconditional love and affection? Well, you can even share a dog. Online, you can find a baker willing to share their talent for making brownies, though I don't intend to share this one. Want a bow tie for a night rather than a lifetime? Go to the Tie Society. On sharing sites offering everything from parking spaces to electronics, individuals are increasingly doing business with each other instead of with big companies. With more than 300,000 rentals listed, Airbnb now rivals many hotel chains. Forbes magazine recently estimated $3.5 billion will flow through the sharing economy this year.
By bringing people together, by sharing our resources more efficiently, we have a better economy. We're able to live better.
Former Treasury Secretary Lawrence Summers is a big booster of the sharing economy, not just because it makes people feel good, but because he thinks it's good business.
You know, we're moving into a different kind of economy where cars can get used rather than parked, where empty apartments can become a lower cost place to stay, and where people who have money that they're not going to need to access immediately can put it to good use, helping other people who have credit card debts to consolidate, or kids to send to college, or cars to buy.
Summers recently joined the board of Lending Club, a business that lets people share their money, giving both lenders and borrowers a better deal than they would get at a bank. French financial guru Renaud Laplanche is Lending Club's founder. Certainly not bad to be in a position you are now to be able to say that we offer interest above 1%.
Yes, it's easy to compete against a 1% interest rate, especially as we've delivered on average between 6 and 9% net return to investors each year since we started.
Laplanche started Lending Club in 2007, back when the U.S. economy was heading off a cliff. To the surprise of many, the company has thrived, lending more than $1.5 billion so far, projecting it to reach $3 billion in the coming year.
Actually loaned money to strangers on Lending Club and get a much steadier return. 9% on average is what I'm getting.
Neil Gorenflo works in a shared office space in San Francisco, publishing a nonprofit web-based magazine about sharing called, what else? Shareable. In 2011, Gorenflo spent a year living as much as he could in the sharing economy. Transportation, travel, childcare, and more, saving him more than $17,000.
I think more importantly, our quality of life got better. New friendships, learning new things, feeling more connected to the world in many ways.
But before you conclude the sharing economy is the sole domain of hip young urbanites, let us share the story of Peg Powell. First of all, this couch, you rent out this couch for people to spend the night on?
Yes.
Powell was near retirement when she lost her job in Silicon Valley 2 years ago. She was faced with the prospect of losing her home. How much a night for this room?
This is 73.
So she leapt into the sharing economy, renting her home on Airbnb and her car on Getaround.
I did want to mention I also make some awesome pancakes
Oh.
on Saturdays.
Pancakes on Saturday. If you stay here, it's pancakes on Saturday.
Occasionally.
It harkens back to the days when women in small towns opened boarding houses as a way to make ends meet. It's an old idea.
Yeah, it is an old idea brought up to date.
It turns out what we all learned as children, that sharing is good, is as true today as ever.
Couch. You rent out 2 bedrooms. You also
Rent out my car. I share my car when I'm not using it.